All right, guys, got the E30 sitting pretty. I'm about to hop into the 992, get on the road. Still stacking SCHD little by little. So freaking boring, but that helps me sleep at night. All right, I'm heading into a Starbucks, getting the laptop out. I feel like I say the same thing over and over. Heading into a Starbucks, getting the laptop. Yep, pretty repetitive. What I'm about to do is I'm about to go open up a second checking account because I'm going to make one bills, like reoccurring bills, like ones that come out like mortgage, things like that. That's going to be my one checking. And then the other checking is going to be spending. So the ones we like spend out of. And then everything else gets invested. And then anything big, like you got to get you go on a trip or you got anything like that, pull from the stock account if it's in the green. Or maybe only do it when you get the big wins. And I'm just going to lock the credit cards on the website. All right. Oh, there's somebody standing right there. I didn't know. I'm like, all right, start talking. All right, I'm going out to my car. I was able to set up another checking account, which is awesome. And so the new checking account I set up, that's going to be my spending account. And then the original checking account I have, that's going to be my bills account. So I'm about to go through my credit card statement, find everything I have that I pay bills out of that thing. And I'm going to switch it all to that checking account. It's just like with the business. What gets measured gets done. So I try to measure. This is good. I'll be able to clearly see things laid out easily for me to, you know, the bills account, the spending account. I renamed accounts too. I need to go pick up my dog. So basically now I've got two checking accounts and an investment account. I've got a bunch of investment accounts, but I'm saying I've got two checking accounts. So one of them's for bills and all that stuff's on auto pay. So that money's just like, let's say 15K, mortgage, insurance, everything. That guy thought I was waving at him. I'm going like this. All in that one account. And then spending, let's say like spending, we transfer in, let's say like 3,000, 4,000, whatever it is that we're going to spend. That's all inside the other checking. And I'm just going to lock the credit card. I'm not cutting it or getting rid of it. I just lock it. I'm just not using the credit card. I don't like using debit cards out in public because I like being able to use the credit card, but the money's still protected. And you have two checkings and you have two checking account cards, so if something happened, you could always just switch to the other one while you freeze your one card and get to wait for the new one to come in the mail. But I like this setup because I can measure a little bit more rather than just spending into oblivion on a credit card and just constantly paying it off. All right, guys, I got the dog. He's got a bow tie on. I don't know if he likes it, but got to get in a 911. Oh, hold on, we got to unlock it. Oh. Here you go. Hop in, buddy. The upholstery. I feel good when you feel good when you take control of things, your finances or whatever it is. Man, why are you looking at me so crazy? He was looking at me like... But it feels good, you know, when you get it dialed in. Oh. All right, let's get back on the streets. Looking slick, dude. Looking slick. You want to hear the turbos? He likes the turbos. Hold on tight. Creeping out of here. Hold on tight, dude. You might want to sit down. I'm telling you, you're not going to want this. I got to go slow. He likes it. He likes the G-force. You like that, dude? I'm out here cleaning out Aretha's. Dialing in the yard work. Dial the house in. The mailbox looking a little rough, so I'm going to hit it with some turtle wax. Get this baby looking brand new. Skateboard out. Dude, I don't know, I'm wearing Nikes. I probably can't even ollie. I'm not looking, I'm looking through the phone. All right, you ready? Flip. Oh, wait, hold on. I can't skate anymore, dude. Holy cow, I forgot how it works your legs. There's no way. Hose manual. Out here for hours playing around with irrigation. It looks like garbage right now, but once I get this weed killer and I plant like 1,000 plants And then I reroute all this stuff and I put those stakes to hold it down. I'm telling you, it's gonna look good. You'll see. Right now it's looking rough. I got lines everywhere. But I fixed all the broken irrigation. What's up, guys? Brand new day, taking the trash out. I got my landscaper buddy bringing me 5 yards of mulch in a trailer and 30 plants. But first we're gonna go get in the 911. I'm hiring a new VA today and she's training. I'm getting everything dialed in little by little, trying to get to my goal of eventually being able to live off dividends. I'm never gonna stop working because I really love doing the e-commerce stuff. I really love it. Like, I love branding and marketing. But I do, oh my gosh, look at that. 222, baby. 222. We're being guided. We're getting dialed. You know, I love that quote, what gets measured gets done. So we're getting things locked in. I've got my 2 checking accounts set up. So I know a lot of people are saying they like using credit cards. I've always used a credit card, and I've always stacked the rewards for the interest. Or not for the interest, for the investing. But I'm switching to a 2-account checking account setup. I've got my spending account, which is about, I'm gonna put like 4 or 5K in there probably. I'm gonna get those numbers all figured out and see, like, you know, over time what we actually, I know what we spend now, but I'm trying to scale it back somewhat. Man, look at those palm trees. Holy cow. So one checking account's gonna be my spending account for our family, which is gonna be, in the spending account, it's gonna be non-fixed bills. So nothing that's on auto pay. So it's gonna be like, you know, groceries, gas, kids clothing, you know, miscellaneous activities. When you guys see me go to Starbucks, oh, this guy looks like he's broken down. I know he's not. He was just looking at me like, what do you want me to do? I'm playing chicken with the tractor trailer. Oh, he's got more palm trees. Somebody's setting it up. One of these. Man, shout out to everybody watching the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea. You guys are awesome. All right, so I've got my spending account, okay? It's gonna be, well, this guy, look, this guy's house is nutty. But he's also got this across the street with a full-blown house and a basketball court. On the water. There's the bay right out there. Oh, I gotta try to get through this puddle in the 911. This thing's so low. Some of these little dips and things. Yeah, so I'm gonna have 2 checking accounts, 1 spending, 5K. I'm gonna start, let's just say 5K. I'll say 4K. It's probably gonna be more like 4K. Then my bills account is about 12 to 13,000. Mortgage, cell phones, Comcast. Well, cell phones is through the business, actually. Comcast, water bill. We have a propane tank in our house. Propane bill. What else do we have? I have them all spelled out on ChatGPT. Pool guy, landscaper. Once a month we have a cleaners come to our house. So, oh God, let's just say it's 13,000. So we're gonna have 13,000 in the one account. At the first of the month, I gotta have 13,000 in there, and then I gotta have 4,000 in the other account. Well, what I love about this is that, one, I love having like these set goals, and I like deadlines and times. So for example, like if I have 14,000 in my spending account and everything in there is going to be automated, so everything's going to go out auto pay, you know, mortgage, all the pool guy, everything's just auto pay. So that account, you just watch it go down. Well, what I like about this is from our business account, I can feed that account throughout the month and build the money back up for the next month. And that account has no debit cards. We have debit cards, but the cards are locked. Unless, well, they probably won't be locked because some of the merchants will need cards. Like some of the people don't take you know, some of those, like our gym membership, they might need the card and not the bank account. I don't know. I'm just saying hypothetically. I'm going to put the cards in a drawer. So that bills account it's literally named bills. I already named it in my bank dashboard. But that bills account, we were going to buy this house. I'll show you. I was about to make an offer on it and everything. It's on the water. Then I backed out. This one right here. But what I love about this is what gets measured gets done. So now I've got a clear line, a clear threshold of what's going in, what's going out. For years, dude, for years, because we had high income with the business, you know, I was loose with it. Because I was always able to have some more than I needed, and I was always able to invest. Well, I started thinking, man, all these material things that we have are nonsense. We've literally blown away years. Somebody left a great comment on the channel. They said $100,000 frees up 2 years of your life. $100,000 invested frees up 2 years of your life. And he wrote, ever since I learned that, all I want to do is invest. And that's the same thing. It's all this little tiny extra stuff that dwindles away. And I know like our bills are high and our spending account might be high, but over time I'm going to dial that back. I don't want to penny pinch my way. I want to have financial freedom at a level that I feel like I can enjoy my life too. You know, like what you dream of when you're a little kid. When you're playing with your toy cars. So, but what's amazing is, just like a business now, I can either decrease my expenses or I can increase my income. So I'm doing both at the same time. That's what my plan is, and I get to this financial freedom quicker. But I'm never going to really stop working. It's just that I like knowing that I have the income coming in. That if something happened to me, or if something happened to our business, I have everything's covered. But dude, you want to know when I got really hyped? I got really hyped when I realized that we have 40. Right now, I've got about 45,000. In SCHD income coming in, not counting SCHD, that's just our cash. About 45,000 a year in dividends coming in. What got me really excited was when I was like, holy crap, right now if I turned off reinvesting the dividends and I just auto transferred the dividends to, oh man, I'm getting into some dirt road back here. This wasn't dirt road not that long ago. Oh damn, they tore a house down. Holy crap, they tore 2 down. I better get out of here before I get more nails in my tires. Put the windows up. Man, they're tearing it down as we speak. I told my kids, I said, that guy got froze there. They froze him. Like a witch. Touched him. There's some ducks just hanging out. Dude, what am I doing in the 911 right now? Things getting... So, this guy's got a tennis court, this guy up here on the left. They're building a crazy house back here. I think it's like 20 million for sale. Look, there's more bronze statues. The witch got more people back here. I used to tell them this one house back here was haunted. It does look a little creepy, depending on how you look at it. Not that one, I'll show you. So, I got pumped up because I'm like, if I turned off my auto reinvest dividends and I turned on auto transfer to the spending account, literally the dividends we have right now would completely cover our spending account. Like, that's the best feeling in the world. So now I can keep now my goal is to keep stacking SCHD or QQ. I don't have QQQI, but sometimes oh dude, subcontractors do not park in the driveway. I'm gonna get nails in my tires. Look at that. That's probably the one. The thing's on the end of a peninsula. Dude, I might hop out and walk up this lot. I might get kicked out. You just gotta see what some other guy's dream is. That makes you think, man, my dream's pretty minuscule. But what I realized is I don't need all this. I don't want all this material stuff. So I got some news. I've got a buyer for the 993. If you guys think I'm making it up, the title's not even in my possession anymore. The title was overnighted. So that's why I'm getting so pumped on this passive income, because I'm about to free up $230 some thousand. Man, check this out. Look at this. Pretty nice. But now I'm going to keep stacking. Now I know that my dividends cover our spending account because I'm measuring. And then, oh dude, look, a dolphin. That was a dolphin. I don't know if you guys saw it. You see it right there? Look, keep watching. There we go, see it? Wake up in the morning, drink coffee, and watch dolphins. Be pretty cool from like your kitchen. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He's like playing around out there. Man, this is nice. See? You look at the shiny objects and then you want them. It is pretty nice. There's probably ticks back here. I want to go to the seawall right here. Oh damn, dude, I'm probably definitely ticks up in here. It's all wet. Man, that's pretty nice. So that's my goal. Right now, I'm not concerned with. One guy said, sell the 993, you could get a Huracan, that'd be pretty cool. But I'm not concerned with any of that stuff. I'm keeping the 992. I worked really hard, all those years. I was able to acquire it. It's paid for. The insurance isn't really that bad on it. I did all this work to it, spent all this time and energy. So I'm keeping that. It brings me joy. It's fun. It's like, let me get, I gotta have something. Let me have something. Let me keep something. And then now I've got my spending account number locked in, and we've got our bills account number locked in. What's cool about the bills account is I can lower that over time. So for example, the number I gave you guys, like, I don't know, maybe 12 to 13,000 in bills, that's gonna drop. That's gonna drop by almost $600 a month when I sell the 993 from the insurance. And then I've got some other things I can tweak to drop it down even lower too. But now the goal is keep investing, get more dividends, and get the dividends to cover the amount that's going to be coming out of the bills account. And once I hit that point, you can't tell me nothing, right? Once I hit that point, dude, I'll be pretty much free. But see, while I'm doing this, I could also, there's a few things you could do, which I don't really want to do because I want to get to 100% financial freedom quicker. I don't want to extend debt, but you can recast your mortgage. A lot of people don't know that. This is the house I used to say was haunted. Like, doesn't it look kind of like rinkety? Like something weird's going on in there. It always smelled like dead fish back here too, because it would flood. I wonder what these people are paying for insurance. They might not be paying that much because they have like modern wind mitigation and elevation certificates because they're brand new houses. So they probably aren't paying all that much, to be honest. I mean, they're paying a lot, but well, compared to what some of these older homes are paying. Dude, look how high the freaking water is. Look, it hasn't even rained in a while. Look at the dock. You see the water? There's some kayaks. What do these people do for a living? That's why one guy said, what do you do for a living? Like I said to my wife, why is everybody out right now at Starbucks in the middle of the day? What does all these people do for a living? She's like, what do you do for a living? I still see myself like as diesel mechanic, you know what I mean? Oh. Let's try to get through here without getting all scraping the lip. So that's what I got going on right now. I'm unloading the 993, free up that opportunity cost of that money, get the money dialed back in. Then I've got my 2 checking accounts set up, bills for one, spending for another, so I'm measuring what's going out. And then now I just need to contact all my bill providers and switch them to this account. Most of them are already on this account because the first checking account was our regular checking account. I know these other YouTubers aren't going to be telling you this stuff because it's boring and it doesn't make them look like they're got it all together. But I have an e-commerce business, so it's not like, you know, if I wanted, I could be driving around in a Huracan with a loan, and you know, I could make it look whatever way. I could definitely make it look different, is what I'm getting at. But I'm trying to show you guys what's the smart thing to do. And I've done a lot of dumb things, so I'm trying to undo my dumb decisions, my impulsive decisions. I'm just trying to make a good example for what's, I think, is a better way to go. Because at the end of the day, all that matters. Right now, everything's great. Everybody sees everything like it's so great. But one day, if something's not, you don't have a job or something else goes down, you know, it's good to have some type of plan and know that you prepared. They say if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. With me, I had such lifestyle creep. So I had such intense lifestyle creep because of decisions I made that, you know, even though we were making an amazing income, I locked up all that money rather than having it be free where I could invest it. I could already be at financial freedom. But I didn't have any guidance. I was just listening to Rich Dad Poor Dad audio books, driving around. So I've tried to do the best I can, but we'll see. 991. I love 991s. I love the back of them. I used to like the 992 back more, but I kind of like the 991s a little bit better. I don't know. I think I like them equally. I think they're all cool looking. Oh, someone left a comment. They said, "What do you do for big expenses? Like for, you know, you buy your kid or your kid needs something related to sports or." That stuff I've kind of calculated in the bills account as far as sports, I know. But for like a large expense, like a trip or going something like that, I'm just investing everything I can other than the spending account and the bills account. And then this is kind of what I've always done anyway. And then when there's something really big, like a big thing we're going to do, I either sell it out of the cash position in the stock account, or if I'm really in the green, I'll sell, like usually I'll pull it from the crypto because I don't like to mess with the income because I'm trying to build this income up to cover our expenses. I don't like to sell it once I buy it. So a lot of times with crypto, it's so instant too. I don't have to wait. So a lot of times I'll sell a little bit from the cryptocurrency, usually if it's up. And then I'll use that for like whatever trip or if we're doing something. And usually it covers it. Usually it's some type of growth in the account. Not always, you know, depending on the cycle we're in, but it's always turned out that it feels in a way that you're not using your earned income. You use a portion of your growth from your stocks. But it's good to not do that as often as you think you should, because the power is really the compounding. Like Charlie Munger said, rule number one, or that's Buffett's rule number one, don't lose money. But Munger said, he didn't say rule number one. He just said he did say the first rule of compounding. Don't interrupt it unnecessarily. It's almost like we never get to really experience the power of compounding because me personally, I'm always interrupting it. Alright guys, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next video. Appreciate you guys. Seriously. Let's go.
Alright. This is light work. Come on.